Okay, so I'm going to get started with my Anastasia Beverly Hills dual-ended brush. I'm going to either insert the numbers that were on the screen because I can't really remember what number this brush is, but it's definitely an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. So I'm going to go ahead and use the spoolie end to comb through my brows. And I think it was an Anastasia Beverly Hills diagram I saw or something I watched. So pretty much when it comes to doing your brows, I put the brush right here on the edge of the inner bulbous of my nose, or whatever that's called. So right here is where the brow should be starting. So this is where I'm going to make my first indentation with the brow product. And then you want to go like this, so you're still placing the brush on the inner portion of your nose, and then lining it up right here with the edge of your eye, and then right here is where the top corner of my eyebrow should be, and then lining up the edge of my eye. Right here should be where the ending portion of the tail of my eyebrow should be. So I'm going to go in with the Ka-Brow. So this is the Cream Gel Brow Benefit Ka-Brow Pomade. And I'm going in with the shade 5. And I'm just going to use the brush to pick up product. I'm just going to go like that so that the product is nice and smooth at the end of the brush, because I like to have natural hair brush strokes when I apply the product onto the brow. Again, right here is where that first hair should be. So I made this little circle, or little dot, I'm not sure if you guys can see it. So I'm just literally putting the edge of the brush right here onto the skin, and I'm flicking up. And generally you want like that first line to be shorter, so I'm just going to go in and rub that out a little bit. I'm just going to pick up more product on the brush, and I'm going to start filling in the other areas of my brow that are a bit more sparse. And I'm following the natural arch of my brow, like I'm not adding anything extra, I'm just focusing with the way my brow naturally is on my face. And I'm following the direction of where the brow hairs already go in that portion of my eyebrow. So if I'm filling in this area and I'm noticing that the hairs go more like this, I'm putting the brush strokes more like that. And if I'm applying the pomade over here and I see the hairs going like this, I just follow that same curvature. And you'll know when to apply more product when you're noticing the lines you're putting down aren't really showing up. And then you can also comb through with the spoolie, and that'll help diffuse the product. And once I have the sparse areas filled in, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and underline the under portion of my eyebrow to define it more. So I already drew a few lines, like hairline brush strokes here. What I'll do is I'll go a little bit in, and I'll start the beginning of that line over here, because you don't want to have a harsh brow in that beginning area of your brow. So you want to start the line a little bit further back. And then again, like I said, that where the arch starts to change on your eyebrow, you want it to be right at the edge of your eye. So it's going to be right here that I start bringing the tail of the eyebrow down. And then for the outer corner of the tail of the brow, just lining it up, and you can see right here, so that is where I want the tail of my brow to end. So I brought it out right to where it needs to be. And I'm always just combing through the brow to diffuse the product, and anywhere where I feel like I can blend it out a lot better, I'll do that. And then for the top portion of my brow, what I like to do is I brush my hair down. And you can already naturally see like where my hairs start growing on my eyebrows. So right here is where I'm going to draw the top portion of the eyebrow in. Doing the same thing with the tail, just following where my natural brow hairs grow in. And what I'm going to do now is, with my hair still brushed down, I can see the areas of the top of my brow that are more sparse, so I'm going to go in and fill the brush strokes in, or hair-like brush strokes. And I'm not going to go too crazy about it because there's another product I'm going to use to give it more of a softer, more natural look. So this is more about like filling in the areas that are a bit more crazy in the sparse department. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my NYX, my NYX eyebrow pencil in the shade Dark Brown. And, ooh, she's running low. So what I'm going to do is just fill in all the other areas of my brow that I want to be filled in but still be soft. And I'm still kind of using the brush, like the hair-like brush strokes type of movement with my hand. But it's still more about like just filling in those areas than it is about actually seeing a brush stroke for me. I'm taking it a little bit into the beginning portion of my brow, and I'm focusing it just on the lower portion and not up here, so just down here. And then I'm going to go back in with the spoolie end of my brush through my eyebrows. And sometimes after I brush through my brow, I'll notice that there are a couple areas that are a little bit too sparse for me. So I'll go back in, well, not sparse, a little bit too like faded out. So I'm just gonna go back in and fill in these areas. And I've never used concealer to carve out my brows. The top portion is usually fine, and then the bottom portion I'll just use a highlight. So my Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlight is my go-to. Can't really put this down, like I love it so much. So I'm just gonna go in with this brush that I got from Coastal Scents. And that's pretty much how I carve out my brow with the highlight. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other brow off camera. Alright, so here are my finished brows. So I am going to be filming an eyeshadow and lipstick look for you guys later, so that's why I'm going to leave these parts of my face bare right now. This is how I do my eyebrows, and my foundation routine, I will link it somewhere below for you guys because it should be out by now, and if it's not, it's coming, just wait on it. But yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Bless up, and until next time, sending out much peace, love, and enlightenment. Bye, guys.